everyone, and we are live from New York City. Oh, hang on. We'll start again. And we're live from London. No, where are we from? Live from Crazyburg, Ohio. I'm so excited to be here. Well, my name is Colleen Walters, and I'm the CEO and founder of Your Inspiration at Home, and I'm really happy to have a mic today. It's official. I want to welcome everyone from around the globe today. I think mostly we've got U.S. Consultants, guests, and hosts tonight. And also we have a few tuning in from Australia. And I believe a few from London or the UK as well. And I think there's a couple sneaking on from Canada. So while we're in expression of interest in Canada, I welcome you. I'm just making sure all our technical things are all good. We're good. Excellent. Well, first of all, I thought I'd introduce myself. Again, Colleen Walters, the founder and creator of Your Inspiration at Home. But a lot of people want to know about me. How did I create spices and how did I get involved in food? And I'm just watching this technical. We're still smiling? We're still good? Are we confused?
I'm trying to log into the chat.
Oh, all right, okay. So I grew up in a small town in country Canada in the prairies. And I grew up in a grocery store from grade 7 on. My mom came from a family of 14, and she was one of the oldest, so she cooked all the time and for the family. And of course, then as a child, I remember learning how to do wonderful baking. And of course, in a small town, rural Saskatchewan, our biggest spices I think we used in baking, we used cinnamon, nutmeg, cardamom, some salt and pepper on the basic everyday cooking, and maybe the odd oregano or Italian seasoning thrown in there. So I didn't grow up in a very spicy world. One of my first instances of tasting spice was when I was 4. I was opportunity to fly an airplane to Winnipeg, a very large city compared to where I came from, and I had this most amazing steak with what was called Montreal steak spice on it. And I remember it to this day. And I have to say that's how I really wanted to create our Canadian steak spice. So those of you who love the pepper, the paprika, the chili, garlic of that, and of course the signature in there is dill seed. That one's where that one came from way, way back in my memory. And let's fast forward to years when I was a national track and field athlete in Canada, and one of the things that I had to do from at that point was eat, certain recipes out of a certain recipe book, and low fat or no fat, low salt, low sugar, and nothing out of the box. And what was really interesting is all of those foods in those recipe books contained a lot of spices and a lot of blending. So that's where I learned how to blend initially. I have a passion for aromatherapy, and one of the things that I've always wanted to do was teach aromatherapy, and I had the opportunity about 10 years ago to study aromatherapy and teach it as well. So I guess we can add all of these things up together. That's really how I got started in blending spices. So as I know a lot of you are tuning in from parties, from demos across the US, and a warm welcome to you for hosting a party or hosting a virtual party or attending a virtual party. We're going to do our first mega draw because we promised lots of prizes, a lot of fun. So Shannon, my lovely assistant, is going to bring our first draw winner up. And each guest at this particular demo is going to win. So not everyone, just at this particular demo. Whoever is the host or consultant, you'll hear your name. And I want to hear the cheers from here. So I want you to cheer and yell and scream, going, "We won, we won," as loud as you can, wherever you are. And we're gonna announce that winner. So as soon as our lovely assistant comes up to the front and passes me the piece of paper with their name on it, this whole party. Each one of the guests win a free Casablanca dip mix. All right? That's number 1? All right. The winner is Renee Gibson. So whether you are a consultant or a hostess, your entire party wins a free Casablanca dip mix each. And that is one of our brand new products that we're launching today for our U.S. Team members. So there's a lot of laughing in the background there. I think the chat's working, right? All right, perfect. Okay, so a little bit about your inspiration at home. We are a brand new company here in the U.S. We've been going for about 2.5 years in Australia, several $1 million a year in Australia, and oh my goodness, I think maybe 2,000 consultants in Australia since our inception. So very, very fast-paced growth. And we are lucky enough now to be part of the CDSL group of direct sales companies, and that's how we were able to launch in a big way in the U.S. Now, launch is just underway. We have under 500 consultants in the U.S. that have signed up since our inception, but we are growing very, very fast. We have our first 4 founding leaders have earned the right to call themselves founding leaders last month and a few months before. And we have 100 positions open for founding leaders and 500 positions open for founding consultants. So if you are watching the mega demo or mega party tonight and you're thinking about that this might be the right opportunity for you, talk to the person who sent you the invitation, because this is one of those things that you don't want to say 20 years from now, I wish I had it. All right. So host benefits tonight. Well, there's fabulous host benefits. As you've seen as well for guests, we have 3 fantastic packs. We have the Curry Lovers Pack, the Mediterranean Pack, and the USA Pack. So every one of you as guests are able to purchase those packs at a fantastic discount. And we have something very special for our hostesses tonight. If you're hosting a mega party and you would like one of those packs, you can choose it as your half price item for hosting tonight, including the discount. So you're going to take half price off of the discounted price of those mega packs. So thank you for hosting tonight. You get an extra benefit as well. Now your shipping tonight, your host, your consultant will handle all the shipping details. So with all of the formalities out of the way, let's get on to products, because I know that's why you're here. And the first thing I'm going to talk about is our 4 brand new products. And that's really exciting to be able to launch 4 new products here in the U.S., basically in the middle of the launch. We've already got our 140 products there, and we're launching another 4 products for you to get, to get into your pantries or into your kits as consultants. So the first one I'm going to talk about is our Turkish carrot dip, and it's called the meze dip. And right now, North Africa, Middle Eastern, Turkish, that is really a food trend globally because it tends to be very, very healthy food. And spices. Cooking is hot right now, so everybody wants to have something different, something new, something global, and we fit that bill really easily with our range of spices from around the world. And this one is typically as a small plate. So normally you'd have a small plate appetizer with, it could be labna, which is a really thick Greek-style yogurt, and of course you would use, would spend all the time cutting and mixing, and we take all of that out of there for you. So this one is a real carrot base to it, and it's really great to, again, do yogurt as a dip for veggies, as a dip for meat. So if you're doing kebabs, fantastic as a dip for meat. We also do it as a warm pasta salad. So magic of television. You don't need to know how to cook pasta. So we've just done some rotini pasta there. And I don't know about you, but I get home at 5, 5:30, 6, 10, 11, and I'm starved for 1 o'clock tonight. And I'm starved. And so what we want to do is create, here we go, create a quick and easy dinner. So what you do is you boil your pasta, and while it's boiling, all I've done is taken some of our Mediterranean olive oil, some of the meze dip, in it, let it sit to just kind of rehydrate and get the flavors, get the herbs and the carrots and all of those things softened. Now I'm just going to put it onto the pasta just like that. I don't know how much you can see that, but just put right in there. Throw in some olives and some lovely cherry tomatoes. I'm going to give it a little toss here. And also some feta cheese. So just simply olives, cherry tomatoes, feta cheese, just sprinkle it on, and your meze dip with some of our lovely olive oil, or the olive oil of your choice. And you're just going to toss it through a warm pasta. And so you've got a little bit of protein, you've got some veggies, you've got some fabulous, fabulous flavors because I may not be a gourmet cook, as you can tell, but I love flavor, and that is really why I created Your Inspiration at Home. As growing up in the food business, I wasn't really gourmet, but I love to try new things right from a young age. I don't know why in a small town, but in the prairies, you'd think that we were kind of meat and potatoes, and I guess we were, but we were always open to try new things. I know my mom, when we were little, with a friend of hers, they did a whole dim sum dinner for, or lunch for us, and spent days cooking and making all of this, right from the bamboo leaves wrapped lettuce packages to that. So look how easy that is and lovely that looks. Fresh, easy pasta with the meze dip, and of course, spilled on the side. Again, I can be a disaster chef just as much as the next person, but it always tastes great, unless I overcook it. But that's for another segment. All right, so that's one way to use the Casablanca dip, the meze dip. What I've also done is, the hot artichoke or hot spinach dip. Let's do a little twist on old classic. So let's bring it to modern day. All right, instead of just garlic, or instead of just Parmesan cheese, or instead of just no seasoning. So what we've done is we've put it in this beautiful Longaberger bowl, and you can cook with these right in the oven. Isn't that cool? You can just mix it in and stick it right in the oven. So we cooked it, and what it is I'm just going to put it in here. It is, let's see, off the top of my head, a quarter cup mayonnaise, a quarter cup sour cream, a half a cup of cream cheese, a couple tablespoons of the meze dip, and then a spinach, block of frozen spinach. And that is something completely different that no one else will be serving, and you can do kind of one-up everyone on your spinach dip this year for the holidays by doing something really exotic with the Turkish meze dip. All right, the other things that the places for this particular dip mix that are fantastic is hamburgers, meatloaf, lasagna. This would be beautiful on a real vegetarian, beautiful vegetarian lasagna with zucchini. Chicken casseroles, of course, something like that. Mayonnaise, anything to do with mayonnaise. So egg salad sandwiches, potato salad. You can make a really fabulous oil and vinegar. Just put this in your oil and vinegar and as a salad dressing instead of every day, the same old. And for some of you, and carrot soup, but some of you have really gotten into homemade sausages. This one and the Casablanca would be gorgeous in homemade sausages. Our baharat, which I'll talk about later, is perfect for lamb sausages. So that's the Turkish meze dip. We're really excited about this new product that was launched in Australia on September 1st at our convention. The next one is the Casablanca dip. Now, Casablanca dip is a fusion between North Africa and Middle East, Turkey. It's really a fusion dip. It's just kind of a whole mix of warm, spicy, exotic flavors, aromatics, lots of aromatics in this one. So your cinnamon, allspice, flavors like that. And of course, cumin, you've got to mix those two together. So what comes to mind for me is hummus. So instead of your regular hummus with tahini, chickpeas, and olive oil, put a little flavor in it. You know, grate on your pitas, a little bit of flavor there. Also, now whatever tomato sauces, instead of having your everyday tomato sauce, this is fantastic in that. You know, tomato sauce. A dip for pita chips. Those of you who love to make, and when my kids were growing up, I tried to make these as much as possible. With pita chips, a little bit of olive oil on a pita, bake it on a cookie sheet. Well, I split them apart, but bake it on a cookie sheet. Sprinkle this on top before you bake it. You could also put this as a dip for that. Ground beef. Marinate your kebab, so chicken or beef kebab, fantastic. And soups, all right, so like carrot soup, so those types of things. Now, I've also put it in, and we're going to talk about this in a second, but put it in mayonnaise, and I've also made it a dip. So I'm going to combine them all for 1 second here, in a second or two. All right, that's our Casablanca dip. Lentils as well, so if you think just kind of Middle Eastern, North African, tagine, if any of you have a tagine, then, okay, apparently it's not easy to hear, so I don't know if that's everyone or if it's just a few. All right, so sometimes it's the volumes on your TVs as well. We did do a test beforehand, so I just want to make sure. Is that better? Do I need to speak louder?
It's the new product names they're kind of missing.
Oh, new products. All right, so Casablanca and Meze, those are the two. Now the next one is the Baharat. And that is, well, I'm not sure where it is. All right. The Baharat is a beautiful, typically it's a very orange, a red spice, but what I've done is I've made it, including all the pieces that you want to do in the recipe. So instead of doing Baharat plus, when you go to make your ground lamb or lamb kebab or lentils or any of those types of flavors, rice pilaf, any of those things, you have to add onions, you have to add parsley, you have to have oregano, you have to add all of those things as well. So it's typical for me to, when I'm designing a spice, to go, yeah, but I don't want to do all of that. I want a Baharat that's ready to go with no preservatives, no MSG, no sodium. I want it all there. So I'm not cutting onions, I'm not doing garlic, I'm not doing oregano, I'm not doing parsley, and then I'm ready for a meal. Just give it to me all in one place. So that's what I've done with our Baharat. So it's a YIAHized, is what we say here, Baharat. So they typically have cumin and cinnamon and some aromatics and some other spices as well. If you're talking about a Turkish Baharat, it would have mint. If you're doing a North African Baharat, it would have rose petals. So ours is more leaning towards the Turkish Baharat. And what I've done tonight is you can do lamb mince, or ground beef, sorry. I might be speaking Australian, so those of you who know the Australian translations, mince is ground. So being Canadian, I used to say ground beef all the time, and ground chicken, and ground turkey, and ground lamb, and now I say mince. Now I'm back in the US, so I've got to learn to re-say ground. So ground, this is fantastic. This is what we had for dinner when we were preparing everything. So what I've done is I've taken a pita bread, pita pocket, cut it in half, all right? And what you want to do is take a little bit of the ground beef with, these guys are so distracting. Ground beef with the Baharat, and introduce you to what's called frika. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of frika, but frika is kind of the latest and greatest in the ancient grains. It's been enjoyed by families for centuries. And what it is, it's really a green wheat that has been fire roasted. So, and you cook it much like you would cook rice. It's higher in protein, higher in dietary fiber than normal wheat. And what I've done is I've cooked it in the Casablanca. So I put it right in the water. So the recipe for freekeh, and it's Freekah is how you would say it. So the recipe for freekeh, and you can find it in health food stores, health stores, and any Middle Eastern grocers or places like that. And so it's 1 cup of freekeh, 5 cups of water, and a couple tablespoons of the whatever dip mix or spice you're going to use. So that's all I've done for the freekeh, and look at how beautiful. It looks absolutely spicy. It's not a hot spice, just really aromatic. And then you can take whatever dip mix you want, and I've just done a mayonnaise and popped it in here. Now you can also add your veggies, and you have like one of the most amazing pita pockets you will ever have that really takes 2 seconds to prepare. So you can put the freekeh back in the fridge, and you can leave it. You can make a salad out of it. You can have it like this with your ground beef, or you can have it as a side dish. You can have it with skewers, kebabs as well. It's a fantastic, fantastic, healthy grain. Unless you have a wheat allergy, then it's no good for you. And speaking of that, I just thought I would take this opportunity. We're talking about gluten and wheat and allergies and the trends today in food. I have a degree in biology and environmental studies from the University of Victoria in Canada. My husband is also a research scientist, and one of the things that we are moving towards and researching heavily right now is certifying our product line gluten-free. So it's in the process, which is fantastic, of moving forward with the gluten-free certification. It's not an easy process, but we are in the process of that. The other thing that we felt was probably in keeping with food trends and people's health is moving to non-GMO, so GMO-free. Now, interesting in all of my research, I have yet to come across a spice that is actually genetically modified. So that's exciting, being in this industry, knowing that I've yet to find one. I've yet to find onion and garlic as well, which is the main ingredient in a lot of herbs and spices. Now, where herbs and spices in the industry has a problem is the additives. So the additives of hydrolyzed proteins. Okay, so your protein, soy proteins, your of course soy being one of the biggest products in crops that have GMO, and also hydrolyzed vegetable oils, and of course canola falls into that. So what you'll know with our products, those of you who have been buying our products for a long time, those of you who are brand new to our products will know that we don't add any of that. That's one thing that I can't stand in the taste of, and it won't make it into our product. So we are in the process of also going down the road of a certification of GMO-free. And the last part of this announcement is by early 2014, we will also have a select range of organic products as well. So it won't be the full range, but it will be bit by bit, we'll be continuing adding to the organic range. So we're really excited to be able to announce that and move forward to that over the next couple of months into early 2014. So big clap, yay. All right. What else about those three before I move on to Bharat, or move off of Bharat as well? One of the, I guess, here, I'll just show you what the freekeh looks like. So this is like, those of you who are farmers, I grew up in a farming community, will recognize this as green wheat. And it's, again, it is beautiful, beautiful to serve as a side dish. One of the ingredients that allowed me to create these three products. And in the product in Australia called Persian lime smoked sugar was this little thing right here. And what this is a dried lime, Persian lime, and it's dried in the sun, and it goes black. So they're beautiful. They're used in soups and stews and things like that in the Middle East. And just get this beautiful, rich flavor that you can't get anywhere else. So what we have is dried Persian lime ground, and that is in some of these products here. And that just allows us to create an authentic Middle East, North African flavor. The Casablanca, for instance, has 18 products in it. Now, for you to go out and even find those 18 ingredients, there's a lot of running around, a lot of shopping, and even understanding, because what we call a dried Persian lime is lemon lomi. And so knowing the translation is fun as well. So that's the one exciting new ingredient that one of them that this range has allowed me to produce. Now the last one of the brand new products is our teriyaki honey glaze. Now this one is a real, basically Japan meets North America. So what it is, it's a dried honey. So it's a spray-dried honey mixed with a spray-dried soy sauce and also garlic and ginger. And it's got a really lovely hit of ginger in there. Now, of course, if you're doing a stir fry and you want to do teriyaki chicken, it's easy. It's so easy. You just put it in there. It's all natural, all healthy for you. But also glazing carrots. So we've done a little, and it caramelizes it beautifully. You can see the caramelization on the carrots and the chicken that we did earlier. So just to give you some other ideas for the teriyaki glaze, not just on your chicken, but on, think of vegetables that you could glaze, green beans, carrots, and have a wonderful side dish there. Okay. Now I think we should do our second mega draw. Shannon, do you have a second mega draw? All right. This is it? All right. All right. Now, for the second mega draw winners, remember, hang on. For the first mega draw winners, what you need to do is send an email to YIAH Mega Party. Is it at yahoo.com or Gmail? At yahoo.com. So that's YIAH Mega Party at yahoo.com, the same place that you registered for. And you have to say, we won number one. All right? Just so that it's really, really easy for Shannon to go, yay, that's the ones that won. And I'm going to have a name of every person that won at that party so that Shannon can make sure that that product is sent with your order. So now that we've got the instructions, Mega Party winner number 2, and the entire group, so each one of those people at that Mega Party, that particular Mega Party, wins the teriyaki honey glaze. And you need to send the email to Shannon saying, Mega Party, we won, we won. You have to say it twice because you're the second winner. Number 2, and that goes to Lana Mueller. All right, Lana Mueller, your party needs to jump up and down right now and scream and yell, we won, we won. All right, and you win the teriyaki honey glaze. How exciting. Now don't forget, as hosts, you get to purchase those three, one of those three, one or all three of you have the sales that allows you to have 3 half-price items. You can purchase those Mega Party packs. Don't forget them. All right, now let's go to some YIAH favorites. I know this is terrible, 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 Muriel, as we'd say in Australia, to have this in front of you all, because it's not a product you have yet, but you will. They're laughing terribly. I've got some party attendees here in the background that are laughing, but as you can tell, I've got a little bit of a little cold going on. So this is our new tea, and it is the Mojito tea. So mojito green tea, so which means lemon and mint, green tea with raspberries. And I've just, given myself some extra raspberries here. Perfect. Oh, love it. All right. So let's talk about some of our favorites, our classic favorites, and I could go through the whole range because I love them all. I don't put a product out there that I don't love. And each one of these has a use, and it's wonderful to rediscover old favorites. So the first one that I want to talk about is the Asian stir fry. Now, I feel like I'm at a real demo. Well, I am, but it's big. And I want to say, how many of you have ever had lettuce wraps? But of course, these people in here, I've already asked that question. They go, nope, never had it. So lettuce wraps are called san choy bao in Australia. That's the word they use from. So they're typically obviously at Asian restaurants, but they're so healthy and so wonderful and so fragrant and so yummy. There's a couple of ways that you can do them. Now, I just used minced turkey today. Sorry, ground turkey. I'm getting the nod going. No, you didn't use ground turkey because you're in the U.S. You can put whatever vegetables. So you can put, it's like almost making like a fried rice. Boy, I'm not well. Fried rice with carrots. You can put celery in. You can put in, whatever type of ground meat you want in there. And our Asian stir fry. It's as simple as that. And the Asian stir fry is wonderful. Ginger, sesame seeds, cilantro, garlic, onion, all the things that you would think of a stir fry. Just stir it, and add your veggies. And then what you do is you just get a piece of lettuce, and you simply put this in. Now you can put in rice too, so you can do it like a fried rice, but I like mine without, because I'm going to do a carb-free. And that's it. You put it in your lettuce. You can use the California romaine lettuce, and you wrap it up like you would a wrap, and you've got a great quick and easy meal. See, Shannon, how easy that is?
So easy.
Shannon cut all the lettuce for me today. So san choy bao, or in the U.S., it is a lettuce wrap. So that's how quick and easy our products allow you to cook from home. Instead of buying packaged things that are full of MSG, they have high salt content, most of them, and have that hydrolyzed vegetable oil or soy proteins in them, which I tend to avoid. Now, how are we doing for time?
7:30.
7:30, excellent. I have a little bit more time here.
8:30, just kidding.
Oh, 8:30, all right.
Your computer's on different times.
I mean, my computer's on Australia time. You have to look for the little piece. So what I want to show you as well tonight is I'm going to take the mystery and fear out of a curry. Oops, if I have it here. I did have. Let me just see. Oh, no, here it is. Right. Now, you could use any one of our curry blends to do this, but because I'm using coconut milk, I'm going to use the Thai. And this is a favorite with consultants in Australia with this new one here. So what I'm doing is I'm just using coconut milk, and I'm using a light coconut milk. You can use coconut cream. You can do whatever you want there. And I'm going to bring it up bring the coconut milk up fairly warm, almost to a boil. You don't want to boil coconut milk, but just not quite there. Throwing in some chicken. Okay, you can pan fry the chicken ahead of time. If you're going to let it simmer, and I'm going to let it simmer right through to the Aussie mega party. But cubed chicken and some, I'll put these in at the end, but some sugar snap peas with the ends cut off there. And let's give that a stir. Okay. And I'm going to carefully measure the the Thai green curry. So rather than dirty a spoon, because I hate to clean up, I'm going to say that's a tablespoon. So 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, and that's it. This one again has about 18 different ingredients in it. Lemongrass, which is not going to be the easiest thing for you to find in there. So it's a very authentic flavor. It has the basil flavors to it in it as well. And I'm just going to give that a stir. Because curries, I know not a lot of people cook curry in the U.S. compared to, say, Australia. Australians love curries. And certainly where I lived for the past, or 20 years in Canada, Vancouver, Victoria, we love curries there as well. So I try to take the mystery out of curries, where I couldn't cook a curry. Because I would agree, it is so difficult to cook curry because of all the ingredients you have to find if you're cooking it from scratch, and all the spices and all the ingredients. So we've done all that for you. You just simply open a jar and add that, and it will be a very, very authentic curry flavor for you. So a can of coconut milk, your protein, whatever that is, or veggies, if you want to do root veggies and that kind of thing, you've got a great curry. You let it simmer there, and that's it. It's a stew, all right? I want you to think curry is a stew. Okay, most of you have cooked a stew in your lifetime, or have seen it done, and all you basically know is you're going to reduce it, create a thick, almost gravy. So, of course, with the Thai curry, I would use a jasmine rice. That would be my favorite to have with the Thai curry. And one of the things that I always do is coconut milk jasmine rice to go with it. So I'm going to let that simmer for a bit before I add I think it's time for another announcement. Yeah, Shannon's worried. She's worried. All right. Now, we have a very special announcement. I know that you blink, and she's probably, or he's probably told you about the awesome special we have right now for joining your Inspiration at Home as in a business kit or the executive kit. When you join in this month, you pay your full regular price. Oh, missed it out. Oh, there we go. That was strange. Did we lose power?
No.
No.
Okay. We had a lag, so.
Yeah, no, it was. This
okay.
lost power. Everything lost power for a second. So when you join in this month on the business kit or executive kit, you pay full price, but you get half back as a rebate into your online wallet, which is exciting because you can use that as a credit for your first order. Now, right now, 2 days ago, our US websites launched for our consultants to be able to take orders online direct from the customer and still receive their full commission. So some of you may have a link to say, order here through your online link, which is really exciting because of our consumable product and repeat orders. It's really easy for people to order online now direct from your consultant. So what I thought I'd do is for this weekend only, you can join with your business or executive kit. You can still get your half price rebate back into your wallet, but you can also get one of those mega party packs for free. It'll be random. You don't get to pick whether it's the curry lovers, the Mediterranean, or the USA pack, but you'll get one for free when your kit, when you order your kit and get started as your Inspiration at Home consultant with your business or executive kit. Now that is strictly until Sunday night at 10 o'clock Eastern. So don't delay. You do need to have been registered right online. You can your Inspiration at Home consultant will send you that link. All right. How are we doing for time? I'm getting strange looks.
Sorry, we lost a couple people. There was a glitch, so sorry.
All
We're
right.
okay.
Yeah, we had a power surge here in the building, and all of a sudden, even my microphone went dead. Everything surged, but we're back online. Okay. So that is our special, and I want to do one more, our third Make a Party draw while our wonderful Thai curry is simmering away. So this draw wins the apple pie spice, because that's what I'm going to demonstrate next. All right, we've got apple season is upon us right now, and what a better way. I don't have time to cook an apple pie. Some of you might, but I don't. My mom does a great apple pie, but I love apple pie spice. In fact, this is my mom's recipe for apple pie spice. So it recently won, I think last year, no, the year before, won a gold medal and one of the highest spices for rankings in the Hobart Fine Food Awards. So we're going to, each one of you at that particular party are going to win an apple pie spice, and that is Sharon White. So Sharon, at your party, you ever be jumping up and down, screaming, we won, and we'll send you an apple pie spice, not an apple pie, because I don't bake it. So what we're going to do, what I've done is yes?
Could you repeat the special?
For joining?
Yes.
Yes, all right, I'll do
It
that.
cut out just during the special.
Okay, I'll repeat the special for joining in 1 second. I'm just going to find my tray. I don't know, it might disappear out of the line of vision here for 1 second. What we've done is coming up to this cold weather that's about to come on to us here in the U.S. And instead of, oh, it smells heavenly. Instead of an apple pie, how about just core some apples? You can really smell it. I can hear. What are you talking about? Core some apples. If I can take it out nicely. There we go. Some brown sugar, some apple pie spice, and I know I'm disappearing out of the line of the camera. Some apple pie spice. When I say butter, brown sugar, apple pie spice, of course you're going to do baked apple in the crock pot, but a little bit of a YIAH twist. You've also got walnuts in there. But what we've also done is we've taken our chai latte, mixed it up with hot water. Okay, so make it per recipe right on the jar. You can have 1 to 2 tablespoons of the chai latte powder and pour that on top. Pop it into the crock pot for 3 hours. I did 6 apples, 1 cup of the chai latte, apple pie spice, the brown sugar, the walnuts, and the butter. And there you go. You come back in, and it is absolutely heavenly, isn't it, ladies?
Yeah.
So who thought to put a latte, chai latte, on apple pie? So a little YIAH twist there. All right, so a repeat of the bonus for joining this weekend only. Okay, this is between today and Sunday at 10 p.m. So with the business or executive kit, you already get half price of your kit rebated back to you for your online wallet to start your shopping spree for those spices and dip mixes that you didn't get in your kit that you wanted in your pantry or in your kit to share and demo. What you also get this weekend only is you can choose one of those, so you can't choose, that's the thing. The thing is you can't choose. You get one of the 3 mega party packs for free. So you might get the curry lovers, you might get the Mediterranean, or you might get the USA pack for free in either one of those kits. So it only goes for the business or the executive and not for the social networking kit. All right, so a great bonus to kickstart your extra products into your kit over the next couple of days. All right, so is there any questions that are coming in on the chat that you would like me to answer? Other than that?
Maybe just Vanna White, any of the brand new products.
All right, excellent. You want to see the brand new products again? I know what Vanna White is. in Australia, I think it's Aphrodite or some another Adriana. That's the name. So. Adriana, there we go. So olive Vanna White. This is our meze Turkish dip mix. This is the one with carrots. So this is usually served in a restaurant with a whole bunch of other fantastic appetizers in a share plate scenario and in Greek style, thick Greek style yogurt or labneh if you can find it. Casablanca is another dip mix. These are the same prices as our regular dip mix, and I believe that there is an online version of the flyer that has now been uploaded for you to have these four in it as well. The Casablanca is a North African, Middle Eastern, Turkish fusion of flavors, great in mayonnaise, for sandwiches or for pitas. Of course, as a dip with pita chips is my favorite, and in any lentils, ground beef, and all of these are completely different flavors. Amazing. And the baharat, which I know is somewhere here, I've seen it. I can't, let me just sneak back here. Oh, here it is. I knew it was here. All right, there's the baharat. Remember, it does have that light brown color. Most of them you find will be more reddish, but I've actually taken all the work out of it for you. You don't need to add the onion, the garlic, the parsley, the oregano, the mint. It's already in here, all right? And that one, if you like lamb, this is unbelievable for lamb. Great chicken, fish, can be used as a dry rub on fish, chicken, beef as well. And of course in lentils. In baharat, in Arabic, just means spice. So what's interesting with baharat, and several of the spices in North Africa, is every family unit or every region has their own version of a baharat. So there's never well, baharat needs to look like this, because it always looks different. Everyone claims to fame that theirs is the best and theirs is the unique to their family region. And so this one's unique to us. I can tell you there's not a baharat on the market that has the same ingredients already done for you, because that's me. I don't like to cut a bunch of stuff up if I'm making dinner. I want it all in one place. And finally, the fourth product is the Japanese meets North American with the teriyaki honey, already done for you with the ginger, really lovely hit of ginger, garlic, dried soy sauce, and honey. So that wraps up our presentation. I think there's a question, is there?
One question is asking about kosher.
Mm-hmm.
And then
all right.
The other question is from Maggie, and it's asking about the lettuce wraps. Do you need anything else to moisten the mixture when adding the blend?
No, absolutely not, because your lettuce is already moist. All right, so you're gonna wash your lettuce, towel dry it, and you really don't need to add anything to it. It just depends if you're going to use oil to fry off your ground chicken, turkey, whatever you're using. As far as kosher, it is another certification we are working on as well. All of our ingredients that we have from our particular spice company are certified kosher, but we need to certify our facility. So that is one that we will be working on as well. All right. Well, with that, I'm going to wrap up, and I want to thank you all for taking time or being part of our first mega party in Ohio. It's really exciting. I wonder where the next mega party will be. I love the setup here. We're out at the Longaberger Homestead in Fraserburg, Ohio. And thank you all for taking the time to see what it's all about. I hope that we have many new faces as well as part of our team over the next coming weeks. And your kits will be sent off next week, those of you who are joining us from this event. So thank you, and have a great night, everyone. Bye for now. And that's your cue, Shannon.